hello Shatling. Ranking foods to eat off of John plate. Do you like my shirt, by the way? It's golf. It's Tyler the Creator. I got it from a thrift shop. I'm gonna format this like a tier list, but I was too lazy to actually make a tier list, so I'm just gonna write down the rankings as I go. So starting off with honey, this one's like pretty standard, I feel like, for this genre, for eating off of John plate. I feel like honey is a pretty typical choice, you know, the go-to. I'm gonna give it a B tier because it tastes nice, you know, honey is delicious, it's an enjoyable food. It's a little messy, it's like sticky, but I suppose if you want that, that could work. I'm going with B tier just because it's kind of boring. Like, there's not a lot going on. It's fine, I guess. B tier. It's semi-positive. Moving on, we have chocolate syrup. Now, this one is a little more interesting, but at what cost? Because who actually wants to eat chocolate syrup off of a John plate? Like, I don't know. To each their own, but to me, it's not. It's really not. It's gross. It's gonna look all like brown and smeary, and like, you wouldn't want to do that to your plate, right? I don't know, this one just rubbed me the wrong way. I'm also imagining the Hershey's chocolate sauce, you know, the really gross stuff that doesn't taste like chocolate at all. I like chocolate, don't get me wrong, I love chocolate, but I hate the low quality syrups that you put on sundaes, and can I swear yet? That you put on ice cream sundaes and shit, you know, the one that doesn't even taste like chocolate remotely? I can't help but think about that when I see chocolate syrup, and that's just gross. So I'm giving it a C tier. Now that's I mean, whatever, bro. Sear. Close enough. Okay. Like, it could be enjoyable, you know? It could be enjoyable. Like, especially if the chocolate syrup is warm or, like, hot, perchance. That could be enjoyable. However, I just can't help but think of that gross-ass Hershey syrup. Blech. Okay, moving on, we have whipped cream. So this is no spoilers. This is another really standard one for consuming, and I don't know, I kind of like it. Like, yes, it's basic, but I like it. We all fuck with whipped cream, right? It's delicious, not too many calories, you know, you're not making a huge investment in calories and consumption of food. It's really light, honestly, it barely makes a difference. I like it. This is a solid option. It's going A tier. No, because I think whipped cream is a really solid option. You can get creative with it as well. And it doesn't taste intrusive. It doesn't have an intense flavor. I wouldn't want to be eating something that's super intense and flavorful and sweet and all the things. I like how it's subdued. I feel like there is a place for more intense flavors, but whipped cream is just, it's the perfect amount of pleasant and calm on the palate. A tier. Oh, by the way, shout out Phoenix for this idea and for most of this list. Moving on, we have sushi. This, for those of you who don't know, I have sushi every day, so this calls out to me specifically. So, like, am I actually gonna eat sushi off of John plate? You know, my plate, also known as Dev? No. Well, honestly, okay, so I won't rule it out, but sushi is to be enjoyed from the container in which it comes in, right? Like, I have never consumed sushi on anything other than that plastic thing that it comes in, or at least I get grocery store sushi, you know, the low quality one, and it always comes in this plastic container, and I just can't imagine eating it off of a different platform. For example, a plate that goes by the name of John. For that reason, I'm gonna give it a C tier. I mean, it's not terrible. Oh, but then like the rice is gonna fall off and make a mess. D tier. Nah, D tier. Cause just think about all the ingredients in the sushi. I have a California roll. Yes, I'm basic. And I'm just thinking, okay, the fake crab's gonna fall out. The rice is gonna get everywhere. It's just not doing it for me. D tier. Moving on. Oh wait, it is delicious though. D plus. It gets that plus because it's yummy. Okay, moving on. We have Fun Dip powder. Oh, fuck. No spoilers. Fun Dip powder. So this one I was discussing with my fellow scholars, with my circle of philosophers. I was discussing this, and I came up with some great ideas that I can't really outline, unfortunately. But Just so you know, Fun Dip comes in 2 parts. I will put a picture of it if I remember to while I'm editing. You have the stick and you have the powder. So there's a lot of room for imagination here because, as you know, we are eating off of a plate by the name of John. And the way that Fun Dip works is you lick the stick, like the sugar stick, and then you put it in the sugar powder. And then you lick the sugar powder off the sugar stick. Does that make sense? So I think it's a suitable item to be consumed in the realm of John Plate. I can't even euphemize this. There's no way to say this. Yeah, nope, not even gonna try. A tier, you have to trust me on this. Just trust me. Soul Read, it's A tier. Trust. Moving on, we have protein powder. Now this is creative because not only are you having fun, you know, smelling the flowers that life gives to you, but you are also grinding. You're getting that protein in, you know, you're taking steps toward a healthier physique, you know, bigger physique. I think that's awesome. I think that's killing 2 birds with 1 stone. And for that reason, I'm gonna put it in A tier. But not A tier, A minus tier, because having straight protein powder is actually disgusting. It's actually disgusting. Have you ever tried raw protein powder just dry with nothing? Disgusting. So yes, you're getting protein and that's awesome, but will you even be able to choke it down is the question. I don't know, maybe you could like make a little protein shake on the surface of John Plate, maybe utilize some other fluids nearby and like make a makeshift protein shake, and maybe that would be easier to consume than just a straight dry powder. Yep, daily word butcher. Okay, I think you could manage. This would require some more creativity to pull off. I think you need to combine it with other elements to make it tolerable as a food item. A minus. Moving on, we have yogurt. Bro, we all love yogurt. For those of you who don't know, I have sushi every day and I also have yogurt every day. I love yogurt, and not only do I love it, I also think it'd be perfect for John Plate. Perfect. Perfect consistency. It's yummy if you get the right kind. Oh yeah. Is this an S tier? I think this is an S tier. Yeah. No, we are all consuming yogurt using the utensil known as John Plate. You and me. Our first S tier. Moving on, we have Pop Rocks. Now this, we're getting into intellectual territory. Now this is where I discovered that Phoenix was a pioneer. Was this from Phoenix? I think it was. This made me think, wow, I'm in the presence of a scholar. I'm in the presence of an intellectual. Because you know how Pop Rocks do the little, you know that? Like the on your tongue? Imagine that with John Plate, right? So like, this is going into S tier. I'm sorry, this is going into S tier. Not only does it have the cool little, did I just spoil? I'm so bad at not spoiling the next ones. Oh god. Not only does it have the little, but it also tastes good. It's just like basic candy flavor, right? I haven't had Pop Rocks in a long time, but I feel like they just taste decent. Not too intrusive. Solid option. 2 S tiers in a row, hell yeah. Moving on, we have 1 bajillion Scoville pepper. Wait, you can't see. La 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 la. Alright, we're back. 1 bajillion Scoville pepper. Now this is where you separate the boys and the men. Imagine utilizing this food item to, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna go into that. A tier. Really silly, really dangerous. Very dangerous for all of those involved. John Plate is going to be unhappy with this. However, I think this one is fucking hilarious. I will start crying if I have like a bell pepper, I swear to god. I am so bad with spice tolerance. Bro, I want to make a video where it's like eating a pepper or taking a bite out of a spicy pepper every time I whatever in a video game or something. That would be so fun because I guarantee you I am the human being that is the worst at tolerating spice on this planet. A tier. Oh my god. The one chip challenge. No. You know how you have to handle the one chip using gloves because it's so spicy? Now imagine that, and you put it right down on your plate, known as John Plate. And you consume it off of John Plate. This is actually frying me. It's like the pepper, but 10,000 times worse. It's chemically formulated to be straight pain. This is going in S tier. This is beautiful, okay? I didn't make up this one either. I didn't come up with this idea. I think this was Phoenix. Again, the scholar, the absolute scholar, of course. S tier. This one had me giggling. This one had me kicking my feet and spitting up a little bit. Moving on, we have Nutella. Nutella is absolutely delicious. I love Nutella. I would eat it straight if it wasn't so unhealthy. And for that reason, it's going into A tier. It's not as special and flavorful and playful as the one chip challenge, but it's delicious. And I feel like the texture is also very pleasant because it's all smooth. I love Nutella. A tier. Ice cream. So one wise individual suggested that certain temperature differences could be utilized in this scenario, and I agreed. I think that's genius. Ice cream going in A tier. There's a lot to play around with here. With ice cream, with it being cold, you know, on your plate, and let's say the plate is warm. There's a lot to consider. I feel like you can get really creative with ice cream. A tier. Also, it tastes good. Make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. This is going into A tier. Make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, except your plate is the bread, and then you like spread the peanut butter and the jelly on the plate, and then you like, you know? A tier. Moving on, we have battery acid. Now this one is only for the brave of heart. I do not recommend doing this. Don't eat battery acid, okay? Okay. However, it's quite whimsical, so I'm gonna put it in B tier. But why does my page keep jumping down? B tier. Very whimsical, you know, very unique, very eccentric. Not practical, and you would probably be hospitalized. Don't eat battery acid. Moving on, we have melted cheese. This is just gross. This is, ew. Melted, ugh. And how would you like get melted cheese and then transport it onto John Plate? You would have to melt the cheese and then like very quickly transfer it and then like pour it or just like place it down onto John Plate, and then it's just a solid mass of melted cheese, and then you could actually just like pick it up off of John Plate and just like why did I make that sound? I'm not drinking it. I think I'm losing my sanity. I slept 4 hours last night. Moving on, we have chicken nuggets and fries. This one is going into B tier. So it's not very fun. Can we stop? Can we stop jumping an entire page down, please, and thank you. Did I say B tier? I think it's B tier. Because it's kind of boring, but at the same time, it's delicious. Because who doesn't like chicken nuggets and fries? Also, we all love honey mustard and Chick-fil-A sauce on our chicken nuggets. You and me. Now, if Chick-fil-A sauce was in the equation, this would be getting an S tier. However, it has not been specified, so it's resting comfortably in B tier. Last one, we have Red 40. Now this is an S tier. Because just picture it, there's so much possibilities. Let's say you chug Red 40, now your entire mouth is horribly red. And that's just really interesting and really silly and really fun. And I think that would be an interesting phenomenon to explore with your plate, known as John Plate. Also, we all love Red 40. Red 40 courses through my bloodstream. Thank you for joining me in this video where I rank my favorite foods to consume. Make sure you're following my Twitch because I stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay? Okay. Take care of yourself, twin. Be kind to yourself. The usual. Okay? I'll see you later. Bye, twin. Mwah.